People elect their representative by voting a suitable person through elections. The representative is elected for a term of 5 years. At the end of the term, the representatives have to face elections once again. In this way, people get to choose their representatives and keep control on the way the government is run. Now let us study the characteristics of democracy. Regular elections. Free and fair elections are a remarkable feature of the Indian democracy. The Election Commission is responsible for conducting elections in a fearless atmosphere. The Election Commission exercises control over all the electoral activities, right from accepting the nomination papers of the candidates, campaigning and voting, to the declaration of results. The Election Commission enforces a code of conduct for the candidates and the political parties contesting elections. This helps restrain the malpractices during elections. The Election Commission also ensures that voters are able to exercise their right to vote fearlessly. Next characteristic is participation of people's organizations. Indian democracy is also characterized by a network of people's organizations that foster democratic values. These organizations work in various fields like women's empowerment, protection of environment, human rights, and workers' rights. Voluntary organizations are also active in areas like health, education, development of weaker sections, and so on. These organizations and institutions have facilitated the growth of a healthy democracy in India. Let us come to the last characteristic, that is, economic development. The economic development of a country is extremely necessary for sustaining democracy. Economic development implies eradication of unemployment, availability of the means of livelihood for everyone, protection against exploitation, malnutrition, starvation, and hunger, and so on. We saw the characteristics of democracy. Now, let us take a look at the challenges before Indian democracy. Communalism. Communalism means abusing religion for political gains. Communalism creates enmity among people living together in harmony. In order to maintain our unity, our constitution has upheld secularism. Everyone should be tolerant towards other religions. Terrorism. When violence is used to attain political objectives, it gives rise to terrorism. Terrorist activities result in the loss of innocent lives. They lead to the destruction of public property and financial losses. Normal life is disrupted and fear spreads. People feel threatened. Effectively checking this kind of terrorism is a major challenge before Indian democracy. Corruption. Corruption is the biggest challenge before Indian democracy. Lack of honesty in carrying out one's responsibility and the misuse of authority for selfish interests increases corruption. Increasing corruption encourages criminal tendencies and gradually they spread into politics. Using corrupt ways, allowing others to use them, and ignoring corruption in any form are all social crimes. Working to eradicate corruption is the duty of every Indian citizen. Various anti-corruption laws and machineries have now come into force. Anti-corruption agitations are also taking place. In order to control corruption, citizens have been given the right to information. The common people will be able to enjoy the benefits of democracy only when these challenges are dealt with firmly.